Hi, my name is Sunil Fernandez and I'm the managing editor for goodreturns.in. I'm here to do a quick roundup of what happened in the stock markets today. It was mayhem across the global markets and the Indian markets followed suit. The coronavirus is beginning to scare markets across the globe. South Korea issued a heightened alert as there were almost 760 infections reported with 7 deaths. This led to massive selling across the stock markets because now the belief is that the coronavirus is reaching developed markets as well. Italy too reported 4 deaths, and this really spooked the global stock markets and the Indian markets. As we speak, the markets across Europe as well as the S&P futures is pointing to sharply lower likely openings across the US market as well. The German DAX at the moment is trading 3.5% lower. The French CAC is trading 3.5% lower, and the UK's FTSE is almost 3% lower. The Asian markets also closed sharply lower, led by the Korean Kospi. So it's really the coronavirus seem to be affecting the stock markets, as there's a belief that it would impact trade. Let's tell you what happened in the Indian markets today. The Sensex plunged a huge 806.89 points and closed the day at 40,363 points. The Nifty too fell very sharply and closed the day 251 points lower, or almost more than 2% lower. So what led losses today was clearly the metals pack. We saw JSW Steel, Vedanta, Tata Steel, Hindalco, Tata Motors all falling sharply. In fact, JSW Steel fell as much as 8%, and Tata Steel and Vedanta fell as much as 6% each. Now, the belief is if there is a slowdown in the global economy because of the coronavirus, metals will tend to get impacted, demand for metals, and this led to some sharp selling in metal stocks. Even oil stocks like oil and exploration major ONGC fell sharply in trade today because there is a belief that with an economic slowdown, there could possibly be a very low level of demand for oil. So we saw oil plunging in trade today. What gained today? Really, there were no gainers from the Sensex pack, though we can say to a large extent that the IT pack was resilient to the fall, and they almost closed marginally negative. In fact, stocks like Tech Mahindra and Infosys were up in trade, but later towards the last half an hour of trade, they gave up all gains. So really it was across the board selling. Even the mid cap and the small cap lost ground in trade today. So it was virtually across the board selling in the markets. As we speak, we believe that the volatility in the markets will continue to stay. Let's tell you something of the stocks that were in the news today. Aurobindo fell sharply in trade. It was one of the top losers from not the mid cap, but you can say the larger stocks that were trading. ONGC fell almost 4% after the belief that there could be a slowdown in oil demand. Even Oil India lost ground in trade today. There were several other stocks that were in the news today. Let's tell you some of the stocks that lost ground today. Future Consumer fell for the 6th straight trading day. The stock fell as much as 10.6% in trade today. We also, investors today actually lost as much as 3 lakh crores in trade by the time trade had closed. We expect volatility to continue in the next few sessions. Probably there could be some short covering, but the way the markets fell in the last half hour, it looks good for a further fall on Tuesday. Probably we might see some short covering that happens later towards the week, but at the moment, at least the start of the week looks extremely bearish on the charts. That's it from me for now. Keep watching our YouTube channel as well, and keep reading goodreturns.in for more information and business roundup. Thank you so much.